Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well and welcome to Tuesday's reading. So we're starting with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and the first card we have that came out is Commitment. And on the bottom of the deck we have Listening, and beneath that is Stuck in the Mud. So as you can see, there's two elephants on these two cards. I really feel that and elephants represent family and community, so this is going to be kind of like a follow-up to Monday's reading, and if you haven't seen that, I recommend you go check it out, because I felt like even before shuffling this was going to be almost a follow-up, because we're almost like dealing with this energy and this theme of loneliness, of needing support but not really knowing that you need support. So I see a lot of divine feminines here have their eyes on the prize. You have your eyes on the prize in terms of wanting union, of wanting to be aligned with union, and Spirit is bringing that through, but they're also showing you the steps that you need to take right now to achieve that. So I would recommend checking out Monday's reading, because I really feel like this is going to be a follow-up. So yeah, let's get right into it. So Commitment, Listening, and Stuck in the Mud. And then on the bottom of that we have Movement. So this is really just showing me a story that right now you're going to be in some kind of theme around gaining community, reintegrating with community, and that is actually going to lead you to a new sense of freedom, because I really feel that in order to move forward on your timeline, you're really needing this energy of support. So I'm also hearing something about music for some people. I also heard like choir. Some people here might be musicians. If you're resonating with music, perhaps you could join some kind of choir, some kind of band, or go to some kind of like musical event or gathering. Like that would actually really help you. Okay, so I just got this download. For some people, you used to do this as a kid. So if that resonates with you, if you used to do any of what I just described as a kid, Spirit is saying that this is your sign. This is your sign to reintegrate that into your life, because it's actually really going to help you. It will also, because in Monday's reading, we also talked about inner child healing. And I really feel that that's going to be a huge theme here. What I'm hearing is you're getting back the pieces of your soul that were like scattered through your past. So I'm going to shuffle some tarot. And for anyone wondering, this is called the Line Striders Tarot. I know I sometimes get questions about what decks I use, so I should probably start leaving that in the description. So, Spirit, please let me know where the Divine Feminines are at energetically right now. I'm hearing sacral chakra purge. You're purging old emotions. Okay, for some of you, I feel you might have been called crazy by other people. I'm laughing because Spirit is almost showing me this like situation where you were called crazy, you were ridiculed, just not in a good way. Like your emotions weren't validated by other people. And for some people listening, I feel you might have like leaned into that and really gone along with that, like embraced it. So we have the Six of Cups. I'm also hearing like Taylor Swift. Some of you might listen to Taylor Swift or really resonate with her music. Six of Cups, Four of Cups, yeah. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the message for this one. I have to say, with the Four of Cups, when I looked at this, I heard binge eating, disordered eating, or like an eating disorder in general. So with this message that Spirit brought across, like sacral chakra purging, you might have had like eating disorders in your past that you might have recovered from, or you're trying to recover from. I'm hearing weight gain. Some of you might deal with weight gain. There's just this feeling of whatever's happening with your physical body and your emotions is really a product of your sacral chakra being imbalanced. So Spirit is saying there's nothing to be ashamed of here. I feel for some people, you might have also gone through pregnancies, you might be a mother. So your body has changed throughout the years, even if you aren't a mother. Well, I also do feel the mother energy with the Queen of Pentacles. She's holding a rabbit on this picture. I feel if that describes you, you know, there's almost this feeling of like wondering if you're good enough anymore, and maybe like desiring an old body that you had. Spirit wants to bring through messages of encouragement, and they want you to know that they're seeing you with that and they're there with you. They understand how you're feeling, and they really just are in support of this. Okay, so I'm actually drawn to her shoulder. I've never seen this on the card before, but she has a tattoo on her shoulder. Some people watching this might have a tattoo, or I'm hearing like a tattoo to commemorate changes. Some people might have gotten a tattoo to commemorate certain changes in their body or their life, or this might be something you're thinking of. So that's a message that you can really decorate your body with art to kind of bring back this sense of art, like artistic nature, creative nature. You know, tattoos are just very artistic in general. So anything that you can do to really get out your creative energy. I really want to know more about, wait, let me see what deck I should shuffle from. So Spirit is drawing me to the Romance Angels. I really want to pull more on this Four of Cups energy, because I feel this is like a recurring thing. So when I originally pulled this, I heard from Spirit like eating disorders, disordered eating. Okay, so we have one card that immediately went out. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I'm feeling, yeah, I just feel like a ton of creative energy for the people listening here. This is like 100% for the Divine Feminines, even the Divine Masculines who are very creative. This Passion card is showing that if you really indulge in what excites you, like on a physical level, like think of things, and I'm just hearing music again, so like if you resonate with music, definitely pursue that. But whatever this is, whatever excites you, whatever makes you happy. There's also romantic feelings on the bottom of the deck. For some people, this could indicate a partner you do have, or some kind of passionate relationship you do have. Indulge more in that, but this could also indicate that you're feeling blocked in connecting with other people physically, because I really am feeling like body image issues, insecurities, you know, eating disorders, and all of this is sacral chakra imbalances. I'm literally hearing for some people that you might have grown up around someone, like a mother figure who had disordered eating. So just know that that is all part of your inner child healing. So we have religious factors. We have trust. And the last card we have is attraction. Wow. Okay. I feel for some people listening to this, you might be dating, and actually there might be some minor soulmate connections who are coming into your life to reignite your passion. I actually feel that really strongly. Like, this specifically has to do with connecting with other people, like other masculine energies who might not be your divine counterpart, but you might have a soul contract with them anyways. I'm just feeling like this is an opportunity that Spirit is saying for you to really address the insecurities you have around your physical body. And because the Queen of Pentacles is a very like sensual, earthly energy, but the Queen of Pentacles is really comfortable in her physical body. She exudes a lot of confidence, very comfortable physically. And I feel there's blockages here to that. So Spirit wants you to jump in and allow yourself to be uncomfortable. I really feel for the people watching this, you know, and I also I'm just feeling a ton of mother energy, to be honest. Like mothers watching this, mothers resonating with this, where your body going through changes and it kind of like made you feel as though you're not desirable anymore. Spirit's saying this is not true. I mean, you have the Queen of Pentacles come out. This is like one of the most physically attractive cards you could pull, like from the tarot. It's a really attractive energy. It's not about having, for some of you, it's not about having the body of a 20-year-old. Your body is going to evolve and grow as you change. And I feel this is something you're working on and you're thinking about, trying to appreciate your body more, Spirit is giving the advice of you can really focus on bringing yourself physical pleasure, physical enjoyment, beginning to form this relationship with your body where it's a vessel of pleasure and joy instead of something that has been judged or ridiculed or put to certain standards by other people. That's just a really strong message I'm feeling. I'm going to go back to the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and I just feel Spirit wants to bring through some more messages with this deck. I'm just really feeling here that Spirit wants to bring you encouraging energy about this, because I feel this is something that is really painful, actually. I mean, it can be really painful when we don't feel comfortable in our body. Compass. For some people watching, you know, your physical body, I mean, this is the case for everyone, but your physical body is also the vessel through which your intuition speaks to you. If you're feeling discomfort in your body, if you're feeling uncomfortable in it, your intuition is also going to be blocked. So Spirit wants you to know that that's like another reason, another incentive to allow yourself to clear out the shame and the discomfort that you're feeling physically. It's because your intuition wants to speak to you through your body, but it can be blocked. Let me pull some energy oracle cards for... I just want some more advice messages, healing messages for how the Divine Feminines watching can really overcome and feel liberated, because I really feel... I'm seeing the image of someone like their arms being very rigid by their sides. So like your arms might be an insecurity. There's just a lot of like stiffness of wanting to kind of make yourself small, not draw attraction to yourself. Spirit wants you to know that, you know, other people are really captivated by your energy. I just keep feeling like weight gain is an insecurity for some people here. Spirit wants you to know that people are not repulsed or disgusted by you. Your body is a vessel which is full of life, full of joy, full of passion and sensuality. And they don't want... Because I see you're really getting stuck in your head, like especially in social situations, feeling very uncomfortable, yeah, all tied up. Just feeling really in your head, feeling like you're almost trapped in your body. And we have fourth chakra Archangel Raphael. So a lot of this stems from this fear of not being loved or receiving love. Angel of Balance. There's a lot of imbalance in your thoughts around your body, which I feel you would actually benefit from addressing. There's just a lot of thoughts and a lot of emphasis. I'm also hearing that you might be projecting certain feelings of failure onto your body, like feeling like because you don't look a certain way or you're not a certain way, that's why you haven't achieved something. But Spirit is asking you to like ask yourself, is that actually true? Because what they're showing me is that's not true. That whatever shortcomings you're feeling, whatever pitfalls, wherever you feel held back or you're not succeeding, Spirit wants you to know it's not because of your body. It's because of limiting beliefs and shame. I'm really feeling with the Trust card from the Romance Angels deck, you went through some kind of betrayal. For some people, I'm hearing like betrayed by a friend. You might have been embarrassed or humiliated by a friend, someone in your life who shamed you. Like, I'm just feeling that energy really strongly. It's giving you trust issues, made you feel really exposed. Like you might have shared something vulnerable with someone and they like exposed it. So we have Community in the reverse. Yeah. Community in the reversed, To the Sea, and Milk and Honey. I see that you're really isolating yourself, actually. Isolating yourself because of these body insecurities. Spirit wants you to know that it's really important on your spiritual journey to be in community. I mean, just the beginning of the reading, right? Like, I pulled on listening and stuck in the mud, like the elephant cards. That's all about community, family. Like, you might have been betrayed by your family or shamed by your family for your body. Spirit wants to bring your awareness to this. And they want you to think about it and actually look at these fears and insecurities, because you're almost like robbing yourself of opportunities by hiding, by not opening up to people again. Whereas if you actually lean into community and gave people a chance, they would actually help you see your own beauty that you're not seeing, see your own worthiness that you've felt is stained from what people have said to you. What I'm also being shown by Spirit, and they're not bringing through this message as they don't want to scare you. It's not about instigating fear or anything like that. Spirit wants you to know how powerful you are to create change in your life, how amazing your physical body is, how much power it has. You don't need to make weight loss your goal. You don't need to make change in your body a goal. But you need to understand, you need to know that Spirit is saying your physical body changes as a result of your inner experience changing. And this is true. I've seen it, As we heal our emotions, as we shed shame, our physical body will transform and reflect that. So, but it's not going to be the other way around. We're not going to magically wait until we feel like we look acceptable and then we're going to feel better. No, we feel better first and then the external reality changes. It really is like that. Because our body just stores our energy, It's just a collection of our emotional energy. So Spirit wants you to know what you're seeing as an insecurity right now is going to seem really small on a physical level to other people, but it feels like this huge thing to you, but it really isn't. And if you can let yourself feel that shame and give love to it and accept it, accept your physical body, accept your vessel, it will transform to reflect that. You're never stuck. You never just have to accept feeling like you're in a body that you don't like or looking a way that you don't like. To the sea. Yeah. To the Sea and Milk and Honey, these two cards are really strongly playing together. You're going on a journey to discover your pleasure with the Milk and Honey card. Oh my gosh, there's literally an elephant in the Milk and Honey bowl. Do you guys see this? So many elephants. You need to let yourself have fun. You need to let yourself go out with your friends and have a fun time, and let yourself go to dinner and let yourself have food that you enjoy. Really, like, I'm really hearing from Spirit, no more restricting, no more... Hey guys, I'm so sorry about that. My camera actually overheated. That hasn't happened before, but it's because I'm recording readings back to back. But, even something like the camera overheating and shutting down, when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, that's just another way the energy's manifesting. But as I was saying how you really need to get out with community and friends, social situations where you're letting yourself eat, you're letting yourself indulge, you're letting yourself have fun. And Spirit wants to bring this message through because there's almost this fear of like gaining weight. But the more you restrict, the more you hold your emotions in, the less that energy can flow. And, I'm no medical doctor, so please only take this as it's resonating with your intuition. But in my experience, body weight, the way the body reflects, is completely in line with our emotional state. So the more you can let yourself feel, the more you can let yourself indulge and have fun, that energy is going to flow on right out. So that is just the message here. And, but also like this shame that I'm really feeling from this reading is where you're feeling ashamed in social situations and shutting down and not connecting with anybody. So what I want to do now, before we close this reading, is I want to pull some cards, and I want to see, if you really take this to heart, if you're really aligning with this higher path where you're overcoming these sacral chakra imbalances, where you're overcoming your shame and healing and letting love and social situations into your life. You know, I'm also feeling this energy of like, when you're out, you're afraid that people are staring at you, which is just, Spirit is saying it's not true. You know, people might look, but you're almost perceiving it in an overblown way. So I'm gonna receive some messages for Spirit about where they want to help you shift and where you're headed, how you can really overcome this. And also Spirit's saying, like, don't wait until you reach a certain like ideal body weight or physical form in order to live your life. Live your life now. And the body that you want and desire, and the body that would make you feel the most free and liberated and attractive, is on its way to you, but you need to live your life. No more restricting. Look at, you know, because this reading is heavily like about past eating disorders and stuff like that. But really, like, look at where you're still restricting yourself. Even if you've worked on this eating disorder, are you restricting your emotions the same way you've restricted food? Like, really look at it, because this energy can be a little sneaky. Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. You have a lot of inner conflict about like relationships, actually, and there's this feeling of shutting down. For some people here, though, I feel you might have someone romantic in your life. Like, that might actually be something you're engaging in. So the Angel of Balance came out earlier, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is a heavy energy of like balance. This Five of Wands is showing this is an interesting message. Your Spirit, they're not bringing this through to shame you or make you feel like you're doing something wrong, but I actually feel sometimes you might be the one instigating arguments or conflict. But Spirit like brings that through in a humorous way. They want you to see, you know, it's you might feel as though you're a bad person, a shameful person, but if you're ever in a situation where you're bringing up an argument or causing an argument, you know, that's your repressed emotional energy coming up. It wants to be heard, it wants to be seen, it wants to be held. I also want to say, Spirit is saying, you know, having a social life is kind of a non-negotiable in terms of like its effect on you. Like, if you're really isolating, you're keeping yourself, your energy is just degrading. Like, you need to be around other people. You need to allow other people to nurture you, to support you, and to see you. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? We're a social species and we need other people. I really see this with the Six of Cups. You need to let yourself be held and be seen by other people. I really feel that, you know. This Milk and Honey card is just saying you really need to get out, let yourself be seen, let yourself have fun. Who cares if you feel like people are looking at you? Go out with friends who you really trust. And if you don't have friends who you really trust, set intentions with the universe and call them in. You know, I mean, just to give you some encouraging words, you know, I didn't have the most aligned friendships, and I basically let go of all my friends. And I set really strong intentions for the universe, and I called in friends who were so loving, so kind, and restored my sense of community within a month. It's not impossible, and it's not out of reach, and you need to take the steps to do it, because isolating isn't good. And you know, your energy reflects in the Queen of Pentacles. You're someone who naturally attracts a lot of love, a lot of nurturing energy, even masculine energy that's very nurturing, giving, protective. But you might tend to reject this before it can even be given to you because you doubt if you're worthy. I'm also seeing that with the Five of Wands. Like, you might get angry at times and like lash out at people who are trying to give you love. Spirit is not saying this to make you feel bad. They're saying this because they want you to be aware of all the love that's trying to come into your life. They want you to stop rejecting this, to stop fighting it, to really surrender to it, because this is all a blessing that's really coming through for you. So let's see. I'm going to pull one final guidance message. We're going to use the Journey of Love deck. So, Spirit, please give me one final message for everyone here. You know, this is really just going to be about overcoming that Five of Wands energy, you know, instigating arguments. Because the reason that you're doing that is because you're feeling a lot of shame. And you're afraid that the other person doesn't like you, doesn't respect you, doesn't find you attractive. It's a self-sabotage pattern. And Spirit wants to bring this through because they don't want you to continue self-sabotaging. Because I'm seeing that you have a lot of potential love in your life. This is not just about the temporary connections you have now or even the long-term ones. It's about aligning with your divine counterpart, your soulmate. Wow, sweet soul rising. So I'm going to read from the guidebook here. It'll be just a soothing message to really soothe your soul, because I feel that your soul has felt really tormented, honestly. And I really, if you're listening and resonating with this, I want you to know that I really understand how this feels. I've gone through these feelings on a really deep level, like body dysmorphia, eating disorders, shame around the physical body, even when there is nothing wrong with me and there's nothing wrong with you, but you still feel like there's something wrong with you. And I have to tell you, like, so many people feel this, so many people go through this, and because of these feelings, so many people don't fully let themselves enjoy their life. Let's read this card, Sweet Soul Rising. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It's a time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world, and yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen. No matter how much you may want to or believe that you should, there is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan. That includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place even without us striving to make it so. This is one of those times. And the poem says, with innocence I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun you have to fly, desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent, God's promise must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is surely spent. Such patience born with time's insight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savors, fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love when it is right. Spirit is saying the time is now to accept this love into your life. This whole reading comes through because they want you to release these self-sabotage patterns, because this is a real blessing in your life, you know? This really is a real blessing in your life, and Spirit is going to come through with this protective energy, knowing what's for your highest good, what would make you the happiest and most safe and secure and abundant down the line. And also, they know what you deserve. Even when you don't know what you deserve, Spirit knows what you deserve. So please heed this message to heart if this resonates with you. Know that you're worthy and deserving. Know that you can stop this pattern of fighting love when it's trying to come into your life, because if you do, the shame that you're feeling is going to resolve, and you're going to be in a much better place, and you're going to have your community. So that is the message here. I hope this reading resonated with you and reached you if it was meant to reach you. I channel these readings every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on this YouTube channel. I'm also in the process of creating a Patreon community where I will be doing a live stream twice a week for the Patreon collective. In the live stream, we're going to be doing a collective reading, and then in the second half of the live stream, I'm going to be answering your questions, like your personal questions from the question box. And because I'll have just done a reading, I'll be tapped into Spirit and your guides, and whatever you want to know, any questions you have, anything that's going on, I can channel directly for you. I'm super excited for that Patreon community, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with every update that I'm posting. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know how it resonated, and feel free to comment and let me know, you know, your personal struggles with everything. I think it's so amazing to make that first step now with community so that it's easier when you go out in your life and you start hanging out with friends and calling friends in and reintegrating with community. So let me know how this resonated, and I will see you in Wednesday's reading. All right, take care.